Hi all, this is Game Girl and B8 Factor bringing you the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yes, 5 armies indeed. Right now we have 10 armies, but we are going to have a epic game here that is definitely resemblant of the Battle of 5 armies. So while this is going on through, let me just give you a rundown right here. We have Nigel Dongenberry, aka Masterofrolfness. We have Game Girl, who is a notorious, my wife, but also a notorious air fighter. We've got Killer Kiwi, incredibly good player, scares the hell out of me when I'm engaging him. I don't know Marvin. I've played Mikey many times. He's an interesting player. Corgi, huge rivalry of mine. We're always at each other's throats, and two of the players. So it's there's a lot of things that are going to happen in this game. It's quite long. Let's go ahead and start it from my perspective, since that's the way I have it. Just going to say, I also have this game recorded in-game live, but it is absolutely long. It is 70 minutes, and there is a tremendous amount of lag, so I'm going to go ahead and show it this way so I can speed it up some and get you just what I see from my perspective, and then pop it up and see what everybody else sees also, and get that all in probably a 40 or 50 minute video. That's my goal. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my typical build, three factories, all different, get my mexes, get some energy. And I have learned that on this map, I designed this map specifically for free-for-alls, dine-in only. I may retire this map after this game because it has just been played quite a bit, and I'm ready for something new, and it's a great game to go out on this map. But I designed it for 10-player free-for-alls. So we have 10 spots that are equal distance away from each other. Each spot starts with 5 mechs, and around that, in between the players, are even amount of mexes as well. So it's fairly balanced. There are these choke points in between players. Here between me and this player, there isn't. So this is where I'm going to be focusing my time. And look at this. It is purple. Purple is Killer Kiwi. That scares the shit out of me. Excuse my French. Killer Kiwi is what I would call an engineer-style player. I mean, he's damn near borderline engineer and strategist all rolled up into one, but I really like to categorize him as engineer. He's incredibly intelligent at the game. He knows what to do. He knows what everything does, how to get there, build orders. If you let him start producing things, he will just go hog crazy and take over the entire map, and won't even see you die as he takes you out because he's just so busy macroing. It is crazy. He's also quite good at microing as well. I've had some luck with him whenever... I would say he's a better player than me. But I have had some luck with him by him being so busy, I can come in and with some clever attack, catch him off guard. That's usually how I end up taking him out, if I do take him out. Most of the time, he takes me out. I have several games where he definitely trips me good. So you can see here, I'm moving in, trying to take his econ, and he is already on top of it and moving me away. I did not... When I brought my scout in here and I saw his engineers moving this direction, I was going to try to clip those guys and get them, and it just didn't quite work out. And in counter, he is now scouting me. So I saw him, he saw me, we know we're here. You can better bet there's going to be a war going on. I do need to follow what's going on with everybody else, but right now, given my fear for this player, I need to focus everything on that. So we'll speed it up here. And normally I go a couple of those units called the mines. I can't think of the name of them, but I usually lay a few mines here and there.
Fabricators.
Yeah, well, it's not a fabricator. It's a combat fabricator.
Combat fabrication bot.
That's it. I usually go with those and build a few mines. This particular time, I went ahead and made boom bots. I was going to try to surprise him or take out a key building like this tier 2 bot factory. Look at this guy coming in here. That is pretty bold. I don't know what this player is right now. I haven't done my normal... Look at this. Got a few... trying to build a point defense right on top of my base. That's quite interesting. So let's see how this cat goes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very good with boom bots. Not very good with them at all. I don't know if I should attack move them in, or I don't really know how I should do it, but I typically fail with them. While that's going on, I want to go ahead and secure some radar and an anti-air couple mexes here. I would like to try to get this as well, and this, and this. That's my goal. Go ahead and get this, and I want to put a radar. If I can get a radar here, I can see what's going on for him. See, he's still... That's a different player scouting me. Blue. Dan F. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, so my tier 2 is almost ready. Let's go ahead and skip forward. 30. This is my first attack. You know, even though I get fearful of some players, I'm quite aggressive. I just am. So, okay, he's preparing to defense here with his units guarding his commander in a wall. I'm going to go around and see if I can put some of those resources. He's got one next. Got his radar. He's trying to get a Uber cannon on me, I can guarantee you that. I thought, okay, well, let me go ahead and go around and see what else I can do. And then I decided to focus on his energy, thinking I could take some down. But I only get one. Got a point defense over here. So, not that successful. Maybe that mechs and radar will pay for itself because I didn't lose my econ. Look in the back of my base here. What is going on here? It's got another one as well. And look at this over here. I need to scout this stuff up and see what's going on. Green looks like he's trying to approach on me with PD. I need to nip that in the bud. We'll get back to Kiwi here in just a second. Got that taken care of. Let's stop here. I actually decided to leave these now that he has them there. I'm going to kill this one later on. The reason I'm doing that is I didn't have to build them, and I'm thinking that this might be a nice way of being able to zone Kiwi. I'm going to keep hitting him this direction, and I have this sort of protecting me over here, and I kind of like that. That's my game plan. Play it. We'll get it on to my first. Someone is dead. Let's go ahead and note who that is really quick. This is such an epic game, I don't want to miss anything. So, looks like... Okay. Nigel, Masterofrolfness, has killed Dan F. So he is ahead of the game. Now, Nigel is a strategist, for sure. He is top-notch. He knows what he's doing. I've lost many games to him. Won a couple, but I've lost many. He has quite a bit going on here. He's got a little bit late tech, but he's pressuring another player pretty fast, getting a jump on him, and looks like he's going to get his resources and try to, I would wager what he would end up doing is securing this, connecting the two together, and then booming. I think he would just fortify. I think he will fortify this triangle and set up for the next stage, and then he's going to scout out. He'll scout out in different directions, find out what he's going to do, and he's going to attack somebody. That's knowing what I know about Master. That's what I think he's going to do. Okay, I just wanted to focus on a player leaving, just so that we don't miss anything. So let's get back to the battle at hand. What's up? I now have tier 2, so we got to get the resources up. Gonna get a bomber out, take care of this. Go ahead and get a couple sniper bots, and then the game plan is to try to take out Kiwi. I'm already behind. Master's already got somebody out, and I don't know where Corgi's at. Can't worry about that right now. I don't know what these guys are doing, but I need to take Kiwi out. If I let him fester, he will take me out. Okay. Kiwi is trying to get on the back here. I need to focus on his engineers. One of the most dangerous units in the game is that fabricator, for sure. They can just turn everything upside down. He might have been able to flank me here. That's one reason I like having this radar here. He did not. He might have wanted to build a gate back here and come and flank me, but he cannot. Let me pause here. It's 14 minutes. I'm just about to go in on an attack. Before I do that, let me cover every player, because now looking at my base, I can tell you that I'm at tier 2, I have tier 2 units, I have an army, I'm ready to attack. 14 minutes, haven't played enough Planetary Annihilation, I know, stuff is about to happen. All around, stuff is about to happen. So let's take a look at what's about to happen everywhere. First of all, let's look at the econ here. So I've got 200. Nigel's got 176. Kiwi's got 189. And Corgi's got 198. We got 8. This tier 2 here, we have 78, 88, 127, and 82, and 78. So we got 2 tiers going on here. And looking around me, let's see, right here, Turtle Player, bunkering himself in. Turtle Player, looks like there's a battle going on here. Okay. I would say this guy was kind of like a, what would
Cicada?
Cicada? I think you're right.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I think he's Cicada. He's just building up a force.
He doesn't have a lot of defense turtling in.
Right. He's going to move a defense or attack out on somebody. That's what he's going to do. Nigel definitely is a strategist and has already secured some extra econ here, so he's going to boom. It looks like he's focusing on you now. We have Game Girl, my wife, here with me commentating. She normally is a Cicada player as well. I mean, north it up for her. She likes to have it north up. She's a Cicada player as well, and most of these players, and Masterofrolfness, Kiwi, Corgi, they play with us quite a bit, and they know her as a air sniper. That's what they know her as. And she does have quite a few hummingbirds. However, I have been trying to get her to make more ground units, and I have been trying to get her to build defenses with just a little bit of walls on them to kind of help out, because you can then use these defenses. You can use your army and pivot it back and forth around that to take out a superior army coming in at you. And she has been doing that. My wife has only been playing RTSs for about, what, 2 months now?
Approximately.
And is doing quite well at it, matter of fact. So it looks like there might be a battle going on here. See Corgi. He is gearing up to attack Purple. He's got some choke here to deal with, and he has sight on him. Purple also has tier 2, but Corgi's a very good player. And let's see here. Pink. I played with Pink many times. Look at that. This guy is... I think he's a warlord. I really do. I don't remember correctly, but I think he just builds a lot of units and decides to attack somebody, and he just goes for it. Okay. Let's see here. And we already covered Corgi. So we've gone all over the map, and I want to see. I do know that something happens here with Game Girl and Masterofrolfness, so I would like to see it. Masterofrolfness is a very good player, and he has a little bit of a rivalry with my wife. She has taken him out a couple times with some air snipes, and he has not been too happy about that. So let's see this in action. This is what I'm talking about with the defenses. She's got a couple bombers coming in here. She's got no defense for that, and then backs off, and he backs off. Perfect. This is what I'm talking about. Normally, Master would have come in with an army like this and just piled right through her, because she would have been here with a bunch of air, and that would have been it. So her game is definitely secured here. I like that. Looks like she's... Yep, look at this. Look at these mines getting ready to be laid around. Very nice. I like this. Alright, so I'm going to move it back to me, and I'm going to go back. Here goes my battle with... This is the next big battle about to happen. We'll speed it up just a little bit. Now, I'm going to pause it and let you know what my plan here is. So, I've got a couple of sniper bots here. I got a few in the back. I want to get in close enough where, see, I know he's got these walls, and I know he's got point defense, and I know he's guarding this, and I know he's also a good player, and I know he's got sniper bots, but I have air. If I can control the airspace right here, if I can control the airspace, then I can snipe his sniper bots in the back, and then I can snipe his commander. That's what I'm going for. See, I can see what's going on. There's a sniper bot, so I'm putting mine on control to snipe his. I don't know if he's trying to do the same for me. He's got more than me. He's pulling him out. Lost his protection, lost his sniper bots, and now we'll lose his commander. He doesn't go down without a fight. Got a couple of good uber cannons in there, but these sniper bots That's going to be the end of it. Let me go look at that one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in his court. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my court. 7 against 5 with walls.
Does he have vision on yours to be able to target them?
That is probably the difference. I was a little surprised at the outcome of that.
Because you have your hummingbirds behind there for you.
Yep. So I can see he can see 3 of my 5, so he can see quite a bit. I think this is one of those situations. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know where his focus was. But if he selected all of his ghillies, I call them snipers, I apologize. But if he selected his ghillies and forced fire down mine, I would be forced to withdraw. That's what would happen. That's definitely what would have to happen. So we'll go back forward. He has lost his base. I am very sorry, Kiwi. A lot of respect for you, bud, but I need your resources really bad. I think earlier on I called this the Hunger Games at one point because it really was. This map, the econ on it, is very tight. My goal in designing this map was to force players to have to conquest to get more metal, with a little bit of metal in between to help. But for the most part, for a lot of this game, players are going to be in the red on the metal. It's just the way it works. And maybe I need a little bit more metal. I definitely have some complaints about that. But it definitely forces... It's very difficult for a turtle player to succeed in a map like this because you have to conquest and get more metal. So let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit and see what else is going on. I just took out a player. This might be a good time, 17 minutes. Let me see. It's like pink is harassing me just a little bit. Now I have radar up, tier 2 radar, so that's good. I do see that Corgi is down here. That's a little scary. Corgi's down here and I'm right here. That's very scary. Orange has orbital and has a large force, and there is not much in between us at all. And green is a turtle player, and we saw his force earlier. He's still in the game. He's still in the game. Yes, he is. So I don't know what's going on there. So it is time to decide what the next step is. Let's pause this, and let's take a look at everybody. See what's been happening since I had the little battle with Kiwi. Okay, tier 2 army, pretty decent. Could do a lot of damage to just about anybody he hits. That is, let's bring this down here. That is Marvin at 184. Has a decent economy also. I think he's kind of a cicada player. Yeah, he's got his econ. He doesn't really expand out further than that. He's very content in just his little space. He builds up a farce and then he goes and attacks.
Hadn't really changed since the last time we looked.
No, that has not. We did have a big pink army coming down here. Looks like there's a big battle here and it got fended off. Still a turtle player. Does he have tier 2? I don't see tier 2, so he's just turtled in and making units. Let's look at the warlord player here. Like I said, he finds a player and he keeps attacking. He does have tier 2, and he's bunkering himself in at the same time on the backside. Okay. Corgi has taken out a player. We must see that. Okay. So he moved in a superior force, and he took out a player. Oh, I assumed Corgi was here. Corgi is down here, because I saw the satellite here. I did not see anything above him here. I was a little surprised by that. Corgi snipes Brown. So Brown is gone. And let's see what... Game Girl's still holding off. They've got her mind still situated. And it looks like Master is preparing for... Look at that flak. He's definitely learned his lesson from that, hasn't he? He's building lots of flak, and look at this. He is making a ton of anti-air. I guess he's expecting... I'm expecting you to go massive air. That's what he's expecting. Little do you know. He secured this. Let's see his economy. Pretty good, 231. Looks like I'm leading at the point with 272. I don't think that'll last for long. Okay, so now we know what's going on everywhere else. Speed this back up. Move it ahead 2 minutes. Yep, 2 minutes was a good point. Nothing really happened. Everybody's doing the same thing they were doing. We're kind of in a lull in the game here at 20-minute mark. Everybody is recouping from taking out everybody at that 14-minute mark when they were doing their battles. Go ahead again. I am going to go ahead and get an advanced air factory. I love fabricators. Flying fabricators are amazing, and I also love pelicans now. I've been working on pelicans quite a bit. In preparation for that, I'm going to go scout out Master. He does scare the crap out of me. The guy can make massive armies. I want to know what he's doing. Put myself an engineer here. Go ahead and stop this. I want to see it from my perspective so that we see what actually happened in game. Found me another engineer to take out. Yummy. Give me a couple of tier 2 mexes. Yummy. Slow him down all I can. I certainly can't kill him, but I can do what I can to slow him down. Kind of sway the battle.
And you just took out his radar.
I just took out his radar. Yep. He had sent a scout in here, and that was my retaliation. I went and spanked him a little bit for it, and I'm also preparing a little bit of a sortie here. I thought about going in to attack him, but what I saw here, I saw some flak and a lot of anti-air and a lot of spinners, so no go on that. I've decided not to attack him. I'm going to go ahead and try to... Yep, I'm going to go try to attack green. So here's my plan. I'm going to come in with my air. I'm going to try to find his commander in here. I'm going to take these pelicans and fly around and drop them off, and I'm going to try to snipe his commander. Okay? That is the plan. See how well that worked out. Now this commander. The pelicans in. Lost a lot there. Did not expect that. Go ahead and snipe. I think I lost about 4 or 5 snipers there. That's going to make the difference, I believe. I don't think I'm going to be able to secure it. I think if I'd had the entire force dropped off, I might have been able to kill him. Failed attack. So now, the plan was to move my army in and finish him off, but look over here. Corgi. Got to concentrate on this. 25-minute mark, everybody's looking for a second base. I just lost mine. Corgi has 2 bases, as you remember from earlier, and now he's trying to take my second base, so I need to answer that. I need to go take it back. I know that you're about to be attacked by Master, aren't you? Do you remember when that happens?
I don't. You can take a look at it.
All right, let's do that. Let's take a look at it. Don't see anything now. Looks like you're safe at the moment. What is that? Ooh, a nuke. He has a nuke coming. Okay. We'll come back to that in just a second. We'll glance at the economies while we're here. 26-minute mark, 351. Nigel, look at that, 454. He is certainly a good player. He was behind, and now he's ahead by a significant amount. Corgi, 415. He's got 2 bases. I think the difference here for me is I lost my base there. I did have that one at one point. So I'll go ahead and hit play here. We get this attack on way. Okay. We'll go take a look at Game Girl in a minute here. I do not want to miss that attack between Nigel and Game Girl, but we will get back to that. I'll have to rewind it, perhaps. So I'm going to go ahead and scout out Corgi and see what's going on. Here's his base. Oh, that hurt. Had my units put together by using the control key. I don't know if some of you players know this, but when you have a group selected, if you hold down the control key, it will make them tight and it will force them to move around much nicer. Otherwise, what ends up happening if you don't hold the control key down is they go ahead and block up and fly around, which slows them down. So, but the minus of that is that when you have them tight and you run against some flak, you can lose a whole bunch of units at one time. Just FYI. So it looks like he might be retreating just a little bit. I need this resources really bad. Back in. Ouch. Shellers. might have shellers over here also then. I lost too many aircraft there. Oh, these are factories. Yep, not for much longer. I'm going to take those out. This is getting a little scary over here. I have nothing. Nothing on the back. This is what I'm preparing for. Because I have this over here, I'm moving this guy over to build a gate. Because my army's out of place, I'm going to build another gate so I can get back over here real quick if I need to. That's my game plan. Looks like he's watching between me and green. Interesting. I don't have much sight on here, but this is looking pretty scary. There's a lot of tier 2 in there. I'm trying to force fire on these long-range units so I can get back up. Look what I found up here. Looks like he's going for a snipe on me. There's that gate I mentioned earlier. I need to back up and secure this. I need to get rid of this. I need to secure this, and probably now use this to funnel army from my base so that I can try to hold this down. Okay. While that's going on, let's take a look.
I want to also show blue so you can see him coming in.
Okay, let's do that. See the whole thing.
Got my mines up.
Yes, you do. What you doing? He's securing his economy. Kind of what I was saying earlier. He does have this little triangle. I expected some more up here. But he does have radar, so he does have plenty of range. Working on that nuke pretty hard. It looks like he's just booming in. You got any blue planes coming into your base looking around?
Yeah, he kept scouting every once in a while.
Take a look at this. Yes, sorry. Yep, here we go. He is certainly scouting.
Here he comes. He found my commander with his scouts earlier.
Not good. Not good at all.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which, if he scouted me, I'm not a huge threat to him right now.
Yes, but he does. He has been taken out by you more than a few times.
That's true.
And more than a few times. So let's get back to this. I'm trying to secure this. He hasn't gone up. Yeah, I've taken care of that. Now that I have this, this is pretty scary. I see this in motion, and I was worried about this, but it looks like he's moving this way, so that's good for me. In doing that, I decided to take a little sortie out, little special forces group, and I'm going to go hurt somebody. I've already scouted out Corgi. He has too much flak for me. So I have my army channeling into this area. Everything is coming over here to guard this. I see that the battle's going on here, so it is time to go mess with Master. He is somebody that I definitely want to take out. So let's do that. What I have here is a group of Geely and some hummingbirds for protection. I'm going to scout around and look and see what I can see. And drop these off and do some damage where I can do some damage. Flying around. It does not look very penetrable there. And these right here would just slaughter my Geely. They're very fast and they're fairly counter to Geely. They can run over them pretty quickly. Still looking around. So he has his hummingbirds here. What's nice about Pelicans is they are the same speed as hummingbirds, so I can fly away. Okay, here's his army moving. Look at this. That's that nuke we saw earlier on Game Girl, and this army is en route to attack my wife. Perfect timing on this attack. Perfect timing. Now, these guys are not going to get away. Don't think I can fight off that many hummingbirds, so I'm going to drop them off and take out some resources. That's what I can do. Nigel is at 512, so let's take a look at this.
Looks like orange just took out green.
Okay, we'll get back to that. So we've taken him down to 360, 400 range. I'm going to move out this way, and I actually go ahead and try to rescue those. That is a rescue party. I do want to get these Geelys, are quite nice units. So I do want to get these. So let's go back to the base here. And I'm going to rewind a minute while that was going on. So I've rewinded it. Let me go back 30 more seconds so I can see, pause this. There's so much action in this game. I apologize for skipping around a little bit. I'm trying to keep it as consistent as I can. So I'm still trying to hold this. That is still going on, and that is a pretty large force. It looks like it's just me and Corky fighting there. And you'll see here what I was saying. I couldn't really get to him. I had sniped him before that way, and these shellers would take out that group in one volley, and I wouldn't do anything. I realized that, so I didn't try to do that with him. It looks like orange went ahead and pushed through, and this is the nuke we see earlier. This is green exploding. Pink is just booming up a little bit. I'm going to have to worry about orange real soon. And this is when I came around right here and flew over there and dropped off and hurt his economy. I'm going to go ahead and watch it. Here, I want to see this battle. And let's go ahead and... There was an attack earlier. I know I saw one where he's lost some to mines. This one, he's a little bit smarter. He's got a radar on, so the mines aren't going to fool him.
I'm a little curious why he's taken his entire land army toward me when I'm in the water almost dead.
Don't know. I guess he wants you dead.
But can he see... And you're attacking him on the other side at the same time, and he's dragging his army away.
Yep. Well, he is actually going to send these docks over, which is a great counter to what I'm doing over here because they're fast. They'll get there and take care of it.
Okay.
He's got the hummingbirds to kill me around, and he's going to continue to move this force in and eliminate you. I mean, sweet, he wants you dead. There's no doubt. And it really works an advantage for him. Even though I took this out, look, this will give him this right here, and he's got all these chokes around that. So this will be his empire. And I can't blame him for that. I would certainly be thinking the same thing. I do like that you have these defenses up. He's going to take some damage getting out there. Oh, I think his power must be down because he's running over your mines. So your minefields are doing some damage as well. Yeah, he has moved on through. Yeah, you are effectively been nullified there. Alright. Before that happens. Now, we'll get back to myself. Now, you remember that orange took green out. I'm trying to hold off against yellow. But now that green is gone, yellow has decided to come at me. So, I'm going to need to pull my forces back into this gate over here. However, that's a pretty large force, and I'm feeling a little threatened here. I don't really have a whole lot to deal with it. I don't have a nuke. I don't have... Yeah, this is going to be a little tough defense. I'm kind of in trouble, and I think that my economy had suffered a little bit. It's doing really well now, but it suffered a little bit whenever I lost this and had to retake it. So, let's see how I deal with that. My game plan here was to go ahead and scout out his commander. With his army in place, and he is what I call a cicada player. He moves his entire army out on attack. Then, and I, you know, a cicada player doesn't really expand beyond this, and I know he's got Masterofrolfness on his side, so I know he's backed up there, and I know green he just took out. So his commander has to be back here somewhere, and I know that, so I'm going to look for it. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and take this special forces group again of Geelys, and I'm going to try to snipe him and see if I can't save my tail here. Found his commander, who's right here. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I think you'll notice that yellow is taking the initiative to secure my resources again. Not good for me, right? Hold this off. Execute this little plan. drop these off, take a fire. He's got some Hulkins, so I pick him back up, move him, and drop him off again. Hopefully his Hulkins misses a group of units. That's my goal. And it looks like I'm going to successfully take out this player. So that is a relief.
How close is his army to you? On your base?
Right on top of me. Right on top of me. So, got that taken care of, but now I've got to deal with this again. So I've stopped this. Green is gone. Looks like pink's trying to scour that, and yellow's going. So let me see here. I've got, there's a base here to take, there's a base here to take, and there's a base here to take. I do want to deal with Porgy, yellow, but I also have the ability to take these two bases, so I'm going to scout around and see if I can. I thought that was engineer and it wasn't. This is good, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can secure this. I need to get my economy up. I was doing really well ahead with 500 plus, but you can see now that it's caught up. Porgy's at 439, Mikey 385, Game Girl 61, Nigel 380, and B8 Factor 500. Game Girl, how are you still alive? Let's go look at this real quick. I'll pause it. I wanted to see. How are you still alive?
He really wants me dead.
So he is holding off on that. Okay, he is holding off on attacking that. I'm not going to be able to take that back right away. I'm going to go ahead and secure this and try to secure this. So let's do that. I have these Pelicans in lieu. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some fabricators and drop them off. Give them a little bit of a hurry over there. I recently started using Pelicans a lot. I definitely like them. They're pretty nice units. They take a lot of micromanagement though. You really have to work to use them, but they can be quite beneficial as you've seen. So now I'm going to secure these two bases and try to get my economy back up and going, get my war machine there and attack Porgy. There's something else that I've been doing occasionally also, and that's building Hulkins in the middle of my base, kind of the guns of Navarro as it would, so that I could, if I have a Hulkins right here, when I'm being sieged, big clumps of units just disappear from that Hulkins fire. 2 or 3 of them can take out an army that size in no time flat. Uh-oh. I hear somebody dead.
That would be me.
It's you. Let's go look at this.
Pull up what Master can see. Yes.
Sure.
Okay, you did.
He scouts you out.
I still have anti-air and hummingbirds.
He sends another nuke at you.
Now, is he being attacked at the same time?
He is not right now, no. He does see my army coming in. I am streaming in, and I think that, you know what? I'm going to attack him, but he doesn't have anybody attacking him yet. I'm securing this. Let's see if what I can do for against Master. I'm going to go ahead and pause it and go ahead and put it on my perspective. Close it down. This is what I see. Now, what I see here, I'll move it a little bit closer. What I see here that tells me that that's his hummingbird count. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think he's just going to overwhelm me. I see an army here clustered, and they're moving kind of fast, so I'm thinking docks, and I see a couple clumps here. I actually feel like that might be his commander, and he's got a guard around it, and these are units being made, and they're all moving this way because he can see me. So what I'm going to do, my game plan here, you see I have my little special forces and I have my normal army. I could just move all in and have one big bash, but he's got a wall there. And I want to do some damage and then get out. So what I'm going to do is take these guys, fly around here, I'm going to drop them off, and my goal is to take out more of his economy and slow him down, while the other part of my force is going to push through here and set up shop. And I'm hoping that with my force split, he is going to have to decide to move one way or the other, and then I'm going to be able to use my Pelicans to move my army back around. And in the meantime, I'll have my hummingbirds kind of guarding the whole path. That's what I have in play. Not to mention, he also spent a nuke already, so I don't believe his nuke's going to be... Yeah, this is kind of key timing for me because I heard that nuke go off, and I know that my wife is dead, that that nuke is not a threat to me right now. So here I am, flipping some resources. I build a gate. thought maybe I could get away with the gate in case I need to fly this away. That was my game plan. But I see this coming in rather quickly. So I go ahead and pick up what I can and leave. And you notice that he moved his whole army this way while I'm moving in here. I missed a few units. That was kind of bad for me, and I kind of blunted this army also. I'm going to now set up shop here. I'm going to build a wall and try to fortify here and see if I can't kill a few of his key buildings. It's a little bit of a mistake on my part, I think, because he has such a large force, and there are a lot of tier 2 in there and a lot of snipers that he's going to be able to nullify that very quickly. I probably should have fell back, and probably should have fell back. That's what I'm thinking. If I were to fall back to here and then fortify my position, we could probably have a big battleground right here, and that would have been better off, especially since I have started doing this. My game plan here is to get a navy up, and I was going to get a tier 2 navy and see if I could start sieging him a little bit while I hold off this. So I sort of blundered this. I do escape a little bit of units, but I did sort of blunder that. So my wife is dead. I'm sorry, sweetie. I am sorry.
I put up a good fight.
You did, and I think you probably surprised Master. I really do, because he's used to your playing. Meanwhile, over here, Corgi has definitely made it hard for me. But Pink's not messing me with. Yes, that's kind of nice. So we'll go ahead and see this underway. Yeah, this was a waste. I lost a bunch of shellers I didn't need to. Well, wall's up now, but yeah, that was definitely a mistake. I think I realized that and I tried to abandon ship. Yep. Secure what I can and leave. Sorry guys.
No, help me, help me.
Got left behind. Oh, look at this. Master is being split 2 ways.
And look at the bottom right, he's got a little bit of a satellite issue there.
Yellow?
Yellow's coming in.
Yep, he's split in 2 ways. Not stopping him though. He has a large army. Let's see. Let's pause here and just take stock. So I've got 784 income. Corgi's got 607. Mikey 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of us left. Mikey 481 and Nigel 270. So it looks like red. My attack here. Apologies. My attack here and my attack here has cost him some economy. I'm very happy about that. It looks like Pink and him are fighting, and he's going to try to push it on me some too. He's got the size to do it. Definitely. Alright. And I know whenever, let's see, when this was happening, I think he had said something about the Battle of 5 Armies. I do believe Corgi starts moving in this way also, and he sees all this in his base, and he says that. But I also see Corgi moving in this way, and I do believe I say something about, yep, I can see it in my base too, and Master's like, lies, but it is certainly happening. I am getting attacked by Corgi at the same time. Okay. And my army count, I would definitely like to see that. Even though I have a booming economy, check this out. Mobile 391, some of those attacks that failed really cost me. Nigel has 748 units. Corgi has 614 units. And Mikey 257. So Nigel and Corgi, although they're not the leaders in the economy right now, they definitely have the firepower to change that. All right? Let's go ahead. I'm going to put it back on me and see what's happening next. All over the place with this. Corgi is moving back on me, so it's time for me to deal with Corgi. Now, in dealing with Corgi, as I said, one of the things I like to do is build a couple of Hulkins, and I'm doing that now. I have my shellers set up right here, and I have sniper bots in here to keep them at bay. I'm trying to keep them back here so that his units will be firing at anything, so mine will be firing only at his unit. That's the game plan. Arm count, 439, 589. Look looking like I can push ahead. So here in a minute, I'm going to do that very thing. I'm going to push ahead. It may be worth noting that among this time, when all this was going on, the Master had asked for a truce with me, and I agreed to it. Now, with that truce, he's also taken out my resources and trying to hold this for himself. So, even though we got a little bit of truce going on, he's edging in on my territory. I'm going to push ahead here. The unit count should be a little different now, 400 and 358, so I did make the right decision to push in here. Economy, 712, Corgi 607, Nigel 184. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. He's still got 562 units. Okay, something definitely happened there. Something definitely happened. I'm going to pause it and go look. Alright, yes. That's why he asked for a truce. That's why he asked for a truce.
He had both of them right at the get-go.
Yeah. So he was getting ready to move on me, and he did. He took out that. And now he's dealing with pink and yellow at the same time. Look at this. Corgi is attacking me and attacking Nigel at the same time. No wonder his units dropped so fast. If he had just picked one player, he may have made a huge difference there. What's pink doing here? Pink and blue allied also? It just seems like it. Pink is just attacking Corgi, and that's it.
Although there are a lot of spinners in the front line.
Yeah.
And pink did just take out blue's resources up top.
Look at that. Oh, what's this? Where's this going? It looks like pink wants to attack yellow. I'm moving in still. It looks like pink is moving in on him as well. This is crazy. This is totally crazy. Yellow moved on me. I'm moving on him.
He just lost everything just about.
Yellow moved on blue. Pink moved on yellow for moving on blue. Blue moves on pink after yellow's dead. Blue's taking my mexes, even though we have a trade-off here. I'm going ahead and doing the same to defend. I'm securing the Navy. I really want this. If I can secure this and get some AA and some torpedoes up here, I can get some battleships out and just bombard his base and also control this choke. Controlling this choke would be it. This choke would be everything for me. So let's see here. Okay. Wow, Corgi's getting through the ringer here. I don't know who to watch now. This is crazy. This is definitely the battle of 5 armies. Look at that. I want to see the income. 771. Nigel, I'm surprised he's not up and going yet. 505, 459. I'm doing fairly decent with the economy. These shellers, I can't see that. Yeah, that's killing me. That is killing me. I'm going to have to retreat from there, come back here, and try to secure that again. I can't handle that. I'm going to go ahead and get a nuke up. I have my 2 Hulkins here. I like those. I'm going to get my nuke up. The nuke is in case I have a surprise. If someone gets a gate right here or a gate right here and starts flooding units, I want to be able to just neutralize that as quickly as I can. Or if someone makes their way all the way to an army right here, if I can take that out, that'll be good as well. Late game, nukes taking somebody's base is tough, simply because,
most people have nuke defense.
This is rough. I decided to attack pink. I have this, I'm backing off. Don't ask me why I decided to attack pink. Maybe because it was lagging really bad and I just wanted to eliminate somebody. But I picked up another scouting raid here, and I'm going to move in. Now, I don't know what's up here. I can't see it. This was not very bright on my part. 2-hour pack between Masterofrolfness and I was nice of him to give me some intel. He did tell me that I'm fixing to run into a massive amount of anti-air. And I do. And right now it is lagging, and I am trying to move this stuff around, and if you could just imagine yourself in the game, it's not reacting right. And I ended up just losing everything. When I finally land here, guess what? I never picked up. Huge blunder here. Never had any units in there. So I just lost a lot of stuff for absolutely nothing at all. So it's time to go home and lick my wounds across all the AA again.
Well, you did see his commander, and you might have frightened him.
This was not wise, because Pink is a warlord. And I identified that earlier. Warlords find one player and they attack him. And I believe that I have just angered him, and it is now going to be me. That was not very bright. Not very bright at all. I should have tried to finish off Gorgie. It's just that he was too big. I guess he thought Pink was going to take out my umbrellas, or sorry, my orbital, but I also have umbrellas down here, so it's not going so well for him. Let's see what's going on everywhere. This is where it gets a little topsy-turvy. It's like, it looks like Corgi has got his economy back up and going. Let's take a look at that. 425, 134. Huh. He's got his Corgi. He's got it going. He's got his economy going back up, but he's not really pressing me really hard. So I don't know what's going on right now with Corgi. And he might be AFK. I play with Corgi quite a bit, and his girlfriend's a gamer as well, playing WoW. He may be being pulled away from his computer for a little bit and coming back. I don't know, but he looks like he's AFK. I zoom in to see this, so I am going to try to end him. I'm sorry, Corgi, but I need your resources really bad. I look around here and I see here's your nuke defense. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and track your nuke defense out, and I'm going to probably try to nuke you. That's my goal. Yes. Here's my tier 2 naval factory where I'm going to get a battleship going. Okay. Got a little bit of a lull here. See if there's fighting on this side. While I was doing that, rewinded about a minute and a half so I could see, yeah, there is a big battle over here. Oh, that's a shame. I think this is when I came in. I had come in here and tried to attack him, and that failed. I sent my docks in to kill his anti-air. I love to do that when I see somebody lay a bunch of anti-airs, just run some docks across and kill it real quick. Looks like Master and Pink are about to fight. Oh, he backs back off. I don't know why, but he does back off. I'm a little surprised here at 45 minutes. I'm a little surprised at Blue for not securing more econ. I'm very surprised.
He never did get my base.
Yes, I think that's a blunder on Master's part. He's an excellent player, but I think he might have been completely frustrated with the lag at this point. I really don't know, but I'm a little surprised that he has not got his economy up and going. What is this? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orbital factories? I don't know. So, as I said earlier, my game plan is to take this out and nuke him. He's got units streaming in, and now I'm going to have to deal with Pink trying to take my economy out up here. Pink and Blue are fighting, and now Pink and I are doing a little bit of fighting. Blue's moving back. Maybe he is going to now secure his economy. It looks like he's looking around to do that very thing. Okay. So let's move ahead. Alright, this is a critical moment. This is definitely a critical moment. So, here is Red, me, moving in. I have removed his nuke defense. I'm going to send that nuke over. At that same time, my Leviathan, battleship, basically came out, and it starts pummeling Master's base over here. Meanwhile, when we made this pact, I had this, and he took it from me during that pact. So I'm going to go ahead and take it back, thinking since Blue took this from me, then there's no reason why Red can't nullify that, right? Well, I get a nice little text from him inside the game. That is, I get a nice little message from him about, hey, wait a minute, this is our pact. And I let him know what I'm doing. I'm just taking it back. And I think his response was somewhere along the lines like, nope, that's not going to happen. So maybe that's why he has changed directions. Maybe that's why Blue was moving this direction and now has decided to take his whole army and head toward me. Yes, that is what
he's scouting your navy area.
He is scouting my navy. Look at this. Pink. Pink is coming in also. So, I have a pretty nice economy, I think. Yeah, 798. And like most free-for-alls, you expect this. In a nice game like this, you expect that somebody that's doing really well is going to get hit from multiple sides. That is why I designed this map the way I did. Why I designed this map to have the mechs so spread out is it forces this type of gameplay. For a player to do really well, and he has to secure another base, but that puts him in a proximity with another player. However, in this particular map, this is a 1,000. This map is 1,000 diameter. So with that being said, and the way the bases are laid out, if I'm up here, I'm subject to whoever's close by there. If I'm over here, I'm subject to this. So when someone gets large, in natural free-for-all style, you're going to get attacked from multiple fronts, and I like that gameplay. So instead of having a lot of mechs really close to you and being able to just churn out a small base, I like that you have to do a lot. So let's see what's happening here. I'm going to put it back on me now because I am definitely going to be the focal point for a little bit here as I get attacked on 3 fronts. Okay? I'm losing some resources over here. That's not good for me. But I'm also going to have to deal with this blue army coming in. I've decided back at home to get a couple nukes up because I had some economy. While I have the money, let's go ahead and spend it on something and hold off until we need that. So I don't know that I'll be able to keep it for long. I am going to be moving my army here back toward the gate because I want to be able to get it where it needs to be as quickly as possible. This hurts. I have lost 5 to 7 Tier 2, Tier 1 mech combinations there. Here comes Master. Bringing in some slammers. Slammers are a very good counter to Navy because they have torpedoes. You can see those torpedoes being launched right here. What I'm going to try to do is build a Tier 2 torpedo launcher and retain my Navy. I think that this is a critical point for me. If I have this right here, as I said, I control this choke and I can bombard Master from here. So here we come. That is a lot of slammers. A lot of slammers. I've got 2 Tier 2 torpedo launchers, and I'm trying to repair this one as fast as I can to keep it alive. You can see these slammers going down pretty fast. He gets smart and he targets my fabricators. So I'm going to lose it now. Move my Navy back. Got another Leviathan coming out.
You've got 1 torpedo launcher
One
left.
torpedo launcher, and I am securing it. Nice. Get a Leviathan, get a couple engineers out, get some AA here, and re-secure that. That's my game plan. Meanwhile, get my Hummingbirds patrolling up here. I do not want to let him get a chance to take that from me. Luckily, I have secured this. You know, I do think Porky went AFK. I really do. Looking at this, yeah. See him build units there?
He's not moving.
He has some factories streaming into me, so I didn't know he was AFK at the time, but I do think he's AFK now. That was very fortunate for me, or for Masterofrolfness, because he is either going to attack one or the other, and since I'm close, it's probably going to be me. I do have the army here, but that was probably very fortunate on my part. I was able to deal with something else. Look at this. So, Blue, Master's coming in on me, taking that away from me. Pink and him are going to do battle now. Now, keep in mind here that my perspective on this, even though they're going to do battle, my perspective is that Blue is coming at me and I'm trying to secure this, and I'm trying to secure this. I feel very threatened. So, I'm going to plan an attack here. And I'll get back to that after we see this battle. Let's watch this. Look at this. They're just ramming armies into each other. Master's army is far superior with these slammers. bolos or ants. He has completely nullified that. His air isn't going to stop. He's got a good complement of units here. Very good, and a lot of snipers. Okay. Destroyed Pink's army. He could probably just go destroy Pink right now. He probably does want to deal with me. He is securing this. Go back and look. I go ahead and leave a group here to deal with that, and I'm going to put my game plan together. I need to decide who I'm going to attack. The player that scares me the most right now is Masterofrolfness, because he is just very good. I'm still a little shocked that his economy was stunted for so long, but it's catching up now. I'm dropping below, and he's catching up, evening out. And guys, pay attention to this. This is 53 minutes into the game.
He's determined to get that water. He
is determined to get this water. Look at that. Look at that. In here. Master's going to go ahead and do 2 fronts as well. Pink. Look at this. Red, pink, blue. All doing battle at the same time. Now here's my next game plan. You saw me earlier. With these pelicans. I'm going to put another game plan together. I've got 2 nukes here. One of them is ready to go. I'm going to load up a bunch of pelicans, and I am going to fly over to Master's base. Let's look and see. I need to get rid of somebody. Okay, I see this, and I'm okay. I have a second nuke that my second nuke can take care of this or whatever ends up coming this way. So I have a first nuke, and I would like to go ahead and do some damage to him. I see pink, I see blue. I'm going to go on an attack. I don't know exactly what's over here right now, but my game plan is to come over here, drop off a force, look around, see where his nuke defense is, if he has one, snipe it with some levelers and snipers, and then nuke his base. That's my goal. That is my goal. Moving some Avengers over. I want to get my
orbital satellite
radar. I want to get over here so I can see what's going on, but I've got a couple of pink Avengers in the way, so I've got to take care of those. I've decided to put my orbital factory on repeat, spread across the entire world, so I can see what's going on. Look at this. Pink is hitting me right now. I have a ton of flak. I'm not really worried about my base, but he is certainly encroaching on me. I need to worry about that. I feel like in this game that, you know, as much of an annoyance Pink is, I feel like he's not a super, scary player. So I'm really scared about this. These blue armies. No, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. These blue armies are what scare me in motion. I know that he has a nuke also, and I need to do something about that. So I've got these Avengers down. Let's go and see what I can see and get in there. Meanwhile, he still does not rooted me out of here. He's doing a good job of killing some expensive people, but he hasn't rooted me out.
Did he increase his economy?
Let's see. Nigel, yes, he's rapidly, look at this. Mikey, Nigel, and myself are all about the same now. So I've lost my edge here and here, and I held on to this, thank goodness. God, if Corky had been in this, I don't know what would happen. That's a pretty large force that I'm grabbing here. Pretty large. So let's go ahead and scout him out. Here we come. I see his nuke. It does not look like there is one in there. Looking for nuke defense is what I'm looking for. I see his army over here, and it looks like he is moving in that direction. That's good for me. He does have some army here, which scared me, but he is moving in that direction with most everything. Look at this. Pink is coming in to attack blue. Flies right over me to do so. Poor bastard. Wow. He's just getting pummeled on all sides. He's holding his ground, I'll tell you that. Okay. All right.
They're fighting over that same lake again.
Yes. So I can see now. This is my perspective. Yes. So I can see. I have a radar in sight here, and I have another one coming up over here. Here comes my hummingbirds for protection against my my drop force. This is more than just a little sortie. This is a very large army. There is a lot of units in there. Spotted it. Right here in the middle of my screen is his nuke defense. Drop this army off. Pummel that. I'll just tell you right now, that nuke is in motion right now. It is already flying over here. Here's his army. Somebody died. I think that was Corgi.
Yeah, Corgi.
I remember
out.
a message in the game that Corgi said, "Sorry guys, I gotta go," and he ran. So he was AFK that time. Very, very fortunate for me, I'm not gonna lie. I took out his nuke defense. I'm just waiting for the nuke to come in. I decided to go ahead and pull my army back up and around the nuke here. If he brings his army in here, it's going to get hit by the nuke. I'm going to move mine around here and take out all the resources I can. This power here I want.
That hurt.
That did hurt. See, that didn't hurt that bad. Look at this. He's now skyrocketing ahead of me. I'm going to try to take his power out. A little annoying hornet behind me. This is what I see. I have the radar here. I have the radar here. I don't see a lot coming back at me right now, so I'm going to try to do as much damage. I'm thinking that he is, got most of his army over at Pink right now. I felt like I blinded him at one point. Let's see, Nigel. Yep, he is blinded right now. There is nothing worse than that. Got a big army in play, and you have no radar vision. Oh, here we go. Here is his army coming back from its crusade against Pink. Next target, right here. Kill his production. Kill his production. And this is going to be very interesting. So his army's chasing me. I know these guys are not long for this world. Sorry guys. I'm going to go ahead and kill his production. I see his nuke defense here. I see him very quickly try to get a point defense up. And look at this. That has to be his commander. This is his main base, and he is trying to slow me down to get his army in. But now I'm rushing. Yep. That was his commander. Yes, I am targeting the hell out of him. I want him dead. Rest in peace, man. I needed that. I needed you gone. Still have this Navy, but now it's not as important as it once was. Let's see what we got going on here. Now, this is very fortunate for me, I'm not going to lie. Corgi had to leave. I've now did a drop with Pelicans on Masterofrolfness. Now he is gone. It is time to go to war. I'm going to move everything out against Pink. Let's see where he's at here, 570, 571, so we're about even right now. What I'm going to do, I'm not scared that he has a nuke, so I'm actually going to break my force into 3 groups. And I'm going to move this group out around this lake. I'm going to move this group down this way, and I'm going to move this to take out these resources. That way I don't lose everything in one nuke. I'll use my air to clear out. You know, having units on patrol like this can be good at times. Look at this, nice valuable targets. But also at the same time, it makes it easy for somebody to hold the control key down like I showed you earlier and just clean up. We'll speed it up a little bit. Forward. See me splitting as I was saying I was going to do. Got my hummingbirds in protection in case I need them. It looks like he's spanning out all his Avengers to kill my site. Here's the flank army. This is why I have the hummingbirds near the front line. I was a little slow on the uptake there, but I lost a lot of units, but at least I still have a few. Keep in mind I still have 2 nukes. Don't have very good sight on him. He does a good job of AA. Here's his army. Look at that. Quite a few Infernos. No match for Shellers and Velians. Looking for nuke defense is what I'm looking for, and there's his commander. I don't see any nuke defense, so I'm going to go for a nuke right here. mistake. I moved it back. Didn't move back far enough. I probably lost more than I needed to. Trying to take out his power. I was hoping to blind him, and it worked. I can't see that game. I don't know that I blind him, but I feel like if I nuke somebody's power like this, you take out 6, 7 tier 2 power factories, you have a pretty good sense that they're in trouble. Now that he's blind, it's time to hit him with everything I got. Move the rest of the army in, queue up these nukes as fast as possible, and as you can see, I have not been just sitting on the front line. I have got things out, getting everything I possibly can. In the few minutes that Masterofrolfness has been dead, I have doubled my economy. I moved another nuke in here. Go forward a little bit so you don't have to wait. This has been a long game. For those of you who've stuck with this, appreciate it. I'm looking for whatever I can find. There's this commander. I'll put a nuke over here. Move my army in. That was very expensive intel. Quite a few hummingbirds lost their lives giving me that intel. Don't know if I do any damage there at all. Probably this commander. Nope, this is commander. He moved over here. That's fine. I see him now with a force fire. This should take care of him quite easily. Rest in peace.
That was a hard, long game.
That was a hard, long game. That was 70 minutes of game time with the lag. I don't know, what did you say? It was like an hour and a half?
At least.
An hour and a half of gameplay, that was. It's just absolutely crazy. I wish I had the stats screen up. I'll have to go back and look and see if I have that recorded. I would love to see the stats screen on that. But taking out Killer Kiwi first, that was quite tough. Very good player. Let's see, Corgi really gave me a hard time. Ping gave me a hard time. Master and I were pretty separated. He gave you a hard time. Yeah, he gave you a hard time, but we were pretty separated. A little bit of battle on his front. He didn't really get into my territory, which was good, because if he did with that massive army, I might have had a little bit of problem, because he definitely had more units than me. The rest of the players, you know, they were there. They did something. Everybody did a little bit of something. Very, very good game. I think that probably had you guys long enough, so I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and sign off here. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. And we'll post a few more videos after this one. Has some other good games on this world, but I think we might just retire Dine-In only. And we got 2 new systems going. A 10-player free-for-all with 2 planets, 5 each. 5 starting on one planet, 5 starting on another planet. And my wife
and bringing back Bangers and Mash with 1 large world and a few moons to smash into it.
Yes, I loved Bangers and Mash. My wife makes very good systems. She made a very large tropical planet with 3 moons with no mexes on them. They're small moons made specifically for doing this, cracking bases. It's a nice map.
Just big enough to kill a base.
Just big enough to kill a base. So B8 Factor and Game Girl signing out here. Please look for us in the lobby for free-for-all games. We're always looking for 10-player free-for-alls. We'd love to have you guys on here, and we will post the videos. So, signing out. Thank you very much.